Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? Happy Friday, everybody. I am Dan from Trading with Dan. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, we shall go straight over to those Bitcoin 4-hour charts. Yes, Bitcoin on the 4-hour. As you can see, we are under this resistance area. We've kind of traded sideways out of the underside of this trend line. Didn't really get a full acceleration to the downside. Obviously, unless you want to class this as, which you pretty much could that class that as, because we then pretty much near enough met the target, which would have been around this $27,700 level, basically this low. So yeah, obviously nice bounce off there. Trying to hold back up. Are we just going to keep trading sideways here? Are we going to manage to break back above this resistance? I mean, all I will say is that we've got a decoupling here, but obviously not the decoupling that we were looking for. Stock market is looking very good here. They did get above this resistance. They are fully into this zone, which we're kind of looking at would happen if they broke above here. Kind of going to take out this high, then take out this resistance before I do think a lot of people would start to think, yes, we can look for a decent sized rally. But yeah, this is progress, but like I said, not reflected in crypto, not reflected in this more risk on asset. And then if we want to look at an even more risk on asset, Ethereum, well, yeah, looking pretty bad here. Although it is just trading in this range. We have got this high resistance, we've got this low support. That's not to say we can't lose this support and trade lower. But at the moment we are just bouncing obviously around within the sideways range. The Ethereum Satoshi pairing though, looking pretty disgusting. However, again, we do obviously have this mid part of this range, but we do have this wider range that we were trading, we were trying to hold, couldn't hold, and then have now basically tested the next major support level. So if we get support here, well, ideally we need to get supported here, get back above this 0.064, and then yeah, potentially we can have a recovery. Maybe we're just getting a flush out here of all the FOMO leverage traders into the merge, because he has been getting hyped up a lot by obviously a lot of the Ethereum maxes. So there is leverage positions being taken on. Obviously they were ripe to get liquidated by the evil market manipulators. Liquidate those guys and then buy up the cheap ETH into the merge, and that's what markets do a lot of the time. You get a fake out in one direction and then a big massive move in the other. So are we getting that? Obviously we're talking larger time frame, bigger events. Are we getting the sort of fake out in the wrong direction before we get slammed up in the other direction? Time will tell, won't it? The funny take off Twitter yesterday was the Ethereum red candle was merging with the volume bar, which I thought was quite funny. The 10-year at support as well here, as you can see. So let's see what happens with that. Have we reversed in yields? Dollar index still coming down lower. Nice to see it get rejected from this resistance, and well, also nice to see it have a 101 handle. Gunning for this next support. I'm sure we'll get a bounce here, and then we'll see whether we trade lower or not. So yeah, I mean, things generally looking better in markets apart from crypto itself. Even Shiftcoin is trying to break back above this 1880 level, or trying to make moves towards it. Oil also on the move to the upside. Not that this is necessarily a good thing, but yeah, at resistance here. If we break above this resistance, we will likely break above this trend line and have an acceleration to the upside, in much the same way that we didn't here. It was a very important resistance and we got rejected. I mean, we either get rejected here, but if we don't and we break up, there could be a severe acceleration to the upside. However, this is pretty much macro driven, so yeah, I mean, do the charts know something that we don't? I mean, you show me the charts and I'll tell you the news. If this breaks above here, then, and it's looking like it's going to break, then maybe there's going to be some sort of escalation. That's what that would potentially imply. What else do we want to look at? Anything else we want to look at? Bitcoin dominance clearly taking that leg up. Supported, and then didn't break down below. So actually, is above this next level of resistance. So can it hold up here? It's on a 9, or will we get a bit of a retrace below, a swing failure above? We shall have to see. How's that good old Japanese yen doing? Yeah, did look pretty toppy up here, although it has been looking toppy for a while. But yeah, easing off, so that is not too bad to see there. Stochastics then for Bitcoin. Let's have a look. 4 hour. Yeah, so we've obviously got downside pressure on this 4 hour. Let's straighten this up a bit. There we go. Downside pressure from the 4 hour, however that is a relatively shortish time frame. 10 hour though is also pointing down at the moment. 12 hour trying to turn back up here. Daily has turned it back over, or looking to turn back over here, so that is obviously not a good sign. That is not a good signal there. 2-day also looking pretty weak down there. 3-day looking okay, and this is the one we're waiting for, this 5-day to turn back up. 5-day turns back up, then yes, we could potentially have put in a bottom for the medium term and look to higher prices. Weekly still diving, bi-weekly low, and monthly still diving pretty aggressively, the monthly, so maybe this will turn up at some point, but first things first, let's get this 5-day moving. So yes, these markets, I mean, I am obviously ever the optimist, as you guys know. Are we kind of looking at just the flush out, a flush out before we do then trade back up? Are we kind of just testing below here, faking out, and then we come and trade back to the top, and we just trade sideways in this range? This is obviously a 5-day. 5-day turns up, weekly turns up, we could get some decent price action, even if we only get up to this midpoint around obviously 46, 47, 48,000. Maybe that's where the bounce gets us, and then we come back down, or maybe we do just basically make our way to the top of this larger range that we are basically trading sideways in. Let's see. So yes, that is it, guys. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I shall speak to you guys soon.